What's up, everyone? Live on the GoPro Hero 11 Black. Joining the session. You know what, while I wait, I'm going to download a bunch of videos from my YouTube channel to my...
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. How's everything going?
So far, so good.
Yes. How was your week?
It was great.
Your week was great?
Yes.
Yeah? Tell me why it was great.
Because I went to see Blue Beetle, the movie, with a couple of my friends.
Tell me what that is.
It's a DC movie. And it was really good.
Okay. Good. Anything else happen this week?
Not much after that, no.
Did you meet with DCF?
Oh yeah, I met them, yeah. They came over yesterday.
And how did that go?
It went over pretty well. Nothing too serious happened.
Okay. Did they let you know the next steps?
No, they just took notes and left.
So they didn't tell you that you're going to probably have a few more interviews?
They said we have one more, but that was with Trisha. I
You may
think.
be having some more yourself, so.
Okay.
Okay, and I can't discuss anything with you about it until after you're all done,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
Okay. And what's going on with, what's it called? The Job Corps situation.
Funny story. So, yesterday we get a phone call from the woman who's doing our paperwork for us. She says, Alex filled out the wrong date. And Um, and they said, "Oh, you filled out the wrong date." I said, "Okay, what did I fill out that was wrong? What I do?" They said instead of putting your birthday 5/11/2002, you had to put 05/11/2002. You gotta put the zero in there. And I was like, oh. So she sent us back the paperwork, and now we are sending the paperwork back to her.
Okay.
So it was really weird. I was like, why? But whatever, I can't. Some things you just can't explain.
Gotcha. So, but no more interviews?
No more interviews. I think that was the interview. 2 Fridays ago.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Anything else going on? Like,
Nope.
how is the program going?
Program's going great. Yesterday was our first day of work. Today's my second day of work. Um, um, I don't know. We started work today. No, yesterday started work. Today's the second day. Tomorrow will be the third day, and we're going to Naugatuck Community College.
Oh, and what are you going to do there?
We're going to be cleaning some classrooms. Sweeping the floors, sanitizing the tables. Cleaning.
Okay. And where are you cleaning?
In classrooms, I think.
Oh, okay. How do you like it, or you haven't done it yet?
I haven't done it yet. I've only been there one time.
Okay. I'm so sorry somebody is having an emergency.
Oh yeah, I know those people.
Okay, and so aside from that, anything else going on in the program?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Just a normal day.
Just a normal day. Okay. And how are things at home with everything going on?
Oh, with everything going on, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Did I tell you about my most recent YouTube video?
Let's not talk about YouTube.
Okay, sorry.
Not be clinical.
Okay.
So tell me what has been going on at home.
Um. Um. What has been going on at home? Well, not much. We've been cleaning the house, doing volleyball or medicine.
You've been doing what? I missed all that.
Cleaning the house, sweeping the floors, vacuuming. And then what else have I done? We've gone for walks. That kind of stuff.
Are you ever left home alone with Trish at this point?
No, sometimes we'll alternate. Like I'll stay at home one day, Trish will have soccer. Then one day I'll just go with mom to go to taekwondo, and Trish will stay home. We alternate days.
Okay, so in other words, you alternate time that you get to spend by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That sounds good. And how are you with that arrangement?
Good.
How are things between you and your sister?
I don't know. She hasn't really spoken to me much, which is understandable. Um, but we're still getting along well with each other.
Now, so once your application um, is complete, what kind of happens next with Job Corps?
Then I have to sign a paper declaring that I'm going to separate. I'm going to depart from the DHS, not DHS, the Academy program, and sign a waiver to cut ties with them and accept the application to go to Job Corps. I think at least.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I really am excited.
Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And do you know where you're going to be going or not necessarily?
I no, I don't really know.
Okay. Can they send you anywhere, Alex, or not necessarily?
No, some places have specific um some places where they have specific environments on certain places. So I would have to go to New Hampshire to do my. I applied for 3 places, and 2 of them are in New Hampshire. The other one is in I think Vermont, but the other 2 is what I'm really focusing on. So I'm going to go to New Hampshire and work on what I want to do.
Okay. That sounds good. And what is it you want to do so I kind of understand?
So cybersecurity, it was cybersecurity, security guard, and um, hotels, something with hotels, a chauffeur or something like that.
Okay. And what, so basically, when you say cybersecurity, like explain to me a little bit more, like what they kind of do with you.
I don't know, um, but I'm assuming they'll give you um, like networks to protect, make sure hackers aren't getting in. They'll probably create a fake website and have people try to hack it and see if you have time to protect the website. And if you fail, obviously you fail, you just try again with another website. It goes on like that. I'm assuming, I don't know, I don't really know what to expect.
Okay. Okay.
At this point at least.
Okay. But you kind of have talked about it a wee bit.
Yes.
With them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Um, cool. Um, and what's the living situation like?
I would like to take a trip up there to see what I'm going to be looking at, but I haven't even driven up there to see what my campus looks like, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Everything's kind of.
Is it on like a college campus, or you don't really know any of that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, interesting. I would assume they're like dorms.
Yeah, that's what I would assume was as well. Like they have dorms to host students.
Now, how does this work if you like break the rules, shall we say?
So you get 3 chances, and then you're kicked out of the program. So you break a rule, you get a warning. Second one, you get a scolding, and the third one, you get a removal from the program.
Oh wow. Okay. And what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's nice, 3 strikes and you're out. So that's hopefully I don't have to go there, but yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like you're up for the challenge?
Yeah. Plus, I want to get away from Connecticut. It's so predictable. Like I go to the same place every day, do the same thing over and over. I want to do something different, so I'm excited that this will work.
Well, it'll work if you make it work, right?
Yeah,
I want you to, understand that, right?
yeah.
And I think it's going to really depend on you following the rules. Um, how do you feel like you've been able to do this past, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm not articulating very well. Um, I guess couple of weeks at school with all that.
Well, school hasn't been an issue at all.
So
So
it's been better with you, like you can mind your own business and you don't
yeah,
find your, okay.
there's a couple of people that I'm surrounded by annoying people, but I kind of tune them out. So
Who are the annoying people when you say that?
there are a couple of the new students. So we have two twin brothers um, that like to go at each other's throats at times. Um, one likes to make noises and just annoy the heck out of Mr. K, and the other one of them will just ask the same question over and over, gets his laptop taken away, and then for the rest of the day he's like, I'm gonna tell my mom that you took the computer away, and Mr. K's like, yeah, okay, tell her what you want, I don't care, she knows that she gotta take it away for a good reason, she knows Mr. K, so it's just like, I'm surrounded by like special needs kids, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty bad. Like I sat in the back of the room because I did not want to be involved in that, and then Mr. K kind of said, okay, we're gonna switch spots, and Alex, you go right there, like straight in the middle of everything. So I don't know why. I don't remember. He gave me a reason why. I just don't remember.
Do you view yourself as having special needs or not really?
Not really. I think I've overcome my special needs.
You
I
think
think
you
I'm functioning like a regular individual.
wow. And how are you measuring that?
Just by following directions, listening to Mr. K, listening to staff, having a normal conversation. Because some of these kids can't even have a legit conversation. Like I understand like they're shy, which is a big factor. Some of them have never spoken to another person before. Some of them just like text across the room. But some of them don't even talk to each other, but they will have a bunch to say about the other person if Mr. K or the staff were to ask them like, hey Joey, how is Chris doing today? Like, why is Chris upset? What did you do? And Chris is like, oh, he's a great person. I didn't do anything wrong, but he's crying because he lost his toy today. Like, that kind of situation. So, yeah. I can function, I think, function above the level that some of these kids are functioning at.
Do you, why do you think, like, where do you see yourself as far as your challenges right now?
Um, where do I see myself? Um, I see myself. I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. Um, Wait, can you repeat it one more time?
Sure. Where do you see yourself?
In the future or now?
No, with special, like, why? I'm not. I don't. Maybe I'm not saying it correctly. Like, where do you see? What challenges do you think you have that you're in a program like that?
Um, I think it's Discipline. Discipline. Like I don't have any structure, so I do whatever I want. So I kind of need that structure in my life. Um, that this program provides, with constantly doing new things every day. Or sometimes it's the same thing every day, but it's with a twist.
So you think you're just there because of that?
I think so. I don't remember the reason why I was submitted.
Well, I think you may want to, kind of touch base with your parents about that,
Okay.
because that's sort of important. I mean, like, why do you think you're going to Job Corps?
To get a job.
Well, you can go anywhere to get a job, but why do we need to kind of send you to a special program like that?
Um, it's a good question. I don't know. I'll ask my parents why. Maybe my social skills aren't to par. I don't know.
I mean, Alex, do you see that you don't make the best choices and that you do things that get yourself into trouble?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay. So I guess that's the issue, right?
Yeah,
Like, how many times have you been kicked out of jobs because of your behaviors?
lots of times.
Okay. So is it about discipline, or is it about where do you think it lies?
Um, um, you could say discipline to keep me under control. Um, I
But
don't.
you, but you don't really consider yourself special needs, even though
No,
that's okay. So where do you put discipline then? Where does that fall?
I'll put that under structure
Hmm. Why do you think you have so many issues with discipline?
because I like to do what I want to do. I don't like being told what to do.
Okay, so how is that ever going to change?
Um, it won't. It might not help.
It might not help. Okay. So should mom and dad even bother trying?
Well, yes,
Why?
because I need to get a job. I need to learn how to do it properly.
Right, but you're saying you want to do what you want to do. So if that's how you feel, how are things going to ever get better?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, I think you need to ask yourself that, because it's not going to matter where you go or what you do if you really just still want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, true.
So are they kind of wasting their time sending you to this place?
No, definitely not.
So do you feel like you're going to follow directions up there?
Yes.
And why do you think that's going to become a different place for you?
Um, because I'll be in a job that I like instead of being assigned a place to work. I'll finally get to advocate and say, hey, I would like to work in this department. So, I think that'll be good.
And so if they don't put you into something you like, do you feel like you would act out again?
No, I don't think so. I would just adapt to whatever needs to be done.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And who did you go to the movies with? What friends?
A couple of students from the academy program.
Okay. And who are they? I don't think you've mentioned them.
Asia, um, Asia and her boyfriend, Jonathan Vasquez, um, Anderson De Silva, Paul, and me. So there's only 6 of us.
So is this a school event or you guys organized it yourselves?
We organized it ourselves.
Nice. That's really nice. Good.
Yeah.
Good. How often do you guys try to get together?
Well, we tried to get over the summer, but people were busy with work and it was a time conflict. But now that we're all together and we all know each other's shifts, it's easier to understand what we're doing.
Okay. Good. So, I mean, because you always talk about all the disabled kids, but there sounds like there's plenty of kids that are similar to you there.
Yeah, there are.
Okay. So they're not everybody is extremely challenged.
No, but some are.
Right. Right. But, it's important that you have sort of I don't know what the word I'm looking for here, a group of kids that you can kind of talk to and relate to and all that.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Definitely.
Glad to hear that, because that's, I think, kind of important for you. Good. What else is happening?
Not much.
What have you been doing to keep busy aside from program then of late?
I have been doing walks. We're gonna go see Trisha's soccer game, so I'm gonna be more involved in that soccer games.
How are you gonna be more involved in the soccer games?
Before I kind of just went there to talk to parents because the parents always want to talk to me, but now I'm gonna try to actually watch the game and see what's actually going on. Before I never really cared. It's like, oh, this is immaculate, and they'll win, they'll lose, like, whatever. But now I'm kind of like, oh, this is going to be a good game. This might not be a good game. So I'm kind of good.
Okay. So you normally don't go to her games?
I do, but I'm not a big fan of them.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are they boring to you, or what's...
Yeah, because it's so much easier to see the game on the outside. It's like the ball's right there, just run after it. It's not that hard. Like, come on. But then obviously being a former soccer player, it is a lot harder to be on that field and play soccer than it is just to look at it. It's like the ball's not going that far. Why don't you run faster? Just run faster. Come on, it's right there. The goal's right there. Like, come on. It's like, they make it look like it's so easy to do, when in reality it's not.
Do you think you can be judgy with people?
Probably. I've never really thought of that, but yeah, I probably could.
Because no offense, she's playing high school soccer, right?
Yeah.
And have you ever been on a high school soccer team?
No.
No. It's a pretty big accomplishment. But how are you acting about it, though?
I support her.
Right, but you're criticizing that they don't kind of move fast enough or something.
Yeah, but that's what the parents always do. It's like they always scream, "You gotta run faster! Come on, you're almost there!" Like words of encouragement, but at the same time, it's like they're not on the field at the same time, so they don't know what it's like to run for an hour and a half.
Do you see yourself as a parent or as a sibling?
Sometimes I feel like a parent supporting Trish. Like, come on, you got this. Like, she just doesn't really talk about her.
But you know that you're not her parent, right?
I know.
What makes you think or feel like you are?
Because because I don't really know.
I mean, don't you think mom and dad are her parents and do a fine job with it?
Yeah.
So does she need another parent?
No.
No. So do you need to remember that your job isn't to boss her around or to control her?
Yeah.
Now, mom and dad were telling me about an incident where you got mad at her and kind of threw her into some bushes. A couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Is there a reason why you did that?
Well, nobody looks. Everyone blames me for that, but nobody realizes what happened before that, which led up to that.
Okay. I don't think there's anything she could have done that would have warranted you throwing her into bushes and hurting her. Why did you get physical with her?
I don't remember the whole situation. But
well, you just got to saying nobody thinks about what happened right before that, so you obviously knew what happened right before that.
Yeah, I think she was I forget what happened. I think it was at a party or something. But I had just walked over to the swing outside, and she said, there was a girl on the swing, she said, "Don't touch me." I said, "Okay." I walked right to her and I walked away. And Trisha got really aggressive and she started to hit me, and I didn't retaliate back because if I was to hit a girl, I was gonna get in trouble. So I didn't defend myself, so it looked like I was the victim. And then eventually she stopped hitting me, and I took advantage of that and threw her into the bush and said, "Don't touch me ever again."
Okay, but you did get physical with her.
I did, but that was after she had hit me a million times over.
Well, but again, it's a girl.
Yeah, so what should I have done?
Exactly, what should you have done, Alex? What would have been the appropriate thing to do?
I have no idea. I couldn't think that far.
Go get your parents and let them deal with her.
Yeah.
You, again, do not, number one, I don't think your parents would throw her into a bush. And B, you don't get to hurt her. She's not your doormat to hurt. She's a person.
Yeah.
And I think you need to start thinking about that.
Yeah, true.
And just stay away from her. If you can't be kind towards her, just stay away.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to end on that note today. I will see you next week, okay?
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Peace.